News 8
is on demand.
On the go. From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is Daybreak Drive-In with Wish TV's Scott Sander.
From Wish TV, I'm Scott Sander with your Daybreak Drive-In for Wednesday, April 21st. What's next for Chauvin? Billions budgeted for schools, and soccer clubs say, sorry, next. In Minneapolis, just outside a courtroom that much of the country was watching closely, cheers and tears were the immediate reaction of many in the crowd when news broke of guilty verdicts on all three counts for Derek Chauvin, the former police officer now convicted of murdering George Floyd during an arrest. Officials were bracing for protests if the verdict had gone the other way. Next step for Chauvin, sentencing in 8 weeks. President Biden spoke from the White House after the decision, saying the conviction can be a giant step forward for the nation in the fight against systemic racism. A Sikh civil rights organization is calling for more investigation into the motives of the FedEx mass shooter in Indianapolis. They want to know if he had any links to hate groups. Indianapolis police released a report from last year in which they said they'd found white supremacy websites on Brandon Scott Hull's computer last March. The governor and state legislative leaders say they've completed the key task of the current State House session, a new 2-year budget. They formally presented it Tuesday. Education spending is getting a larger than forecast bump of $1.9 billion to increase teacher pay and boost the state's school choice program. Never mind, that's the message from many of the top soccer clubs in the world after the announcement and nearly immediate collapse of the so-called Super League. It would have given those teams huge paychecks at the expense of their traditional leagues and rivals. Pacers host the Thunder tonight, looking to snap out of a funk. Indiana has lost 3 straight, and their once solid playoff status is now very shaky. The snow is over, but it won't melt today. Cold air lingers through tomorrow morning. Then Indiana starts a warm-up toward the weekend. From Wish TV, I'm Scott Sander. Be sure to like and subscribe for your daily news updates from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Watch News 8 Daybreak live weekday mornings 4 to 10 a.m. on Wish TV.
Online at wishtv.com.
And listen to more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.